It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.
Hey folks, welcome back to my channel once again. My name's Bruce. Today we're going to do another video about Gen Xer like myself messing around with the Oculus Quest. If you saw my last video, I used Replica, which I'm still going to follow up on that. There's two more other programs I want to review on this. But in the meantime, I started doing a little nostalgia. I got the Oculus Quest hoping I could play Fallout 4, which is my favorite first-person shooter game. Well, it didn't work because my computer isn't fast enough. Even though I can play the game on my computer, I have the one graphics chip that doesn't work with the Oculus Quest. So rather than go out and buy a brand new computer, I was thinking about how much I like first-person shooters. It takes me all the way back to 1996. I was working in a restaurant. I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. I was working in a restaurant with a bunch of guys, and they were talking about this game called Quake. You can see the logo behind me right now. And they were saying you can get online, you can have death matches, you can do the scenarios. So they loaned me a copy, and I took it home and I played it, and I loved it. Now keep in mind, this is the very first Quake. The graphics weren't that good, and this was 96. Played that for a little bit, but in 97, Quake 2 came out. And we all decided we were going to play Quake 2. And we all had the same internet. It was Armstrong cable. Didn't really have Wi-Fi back then. In fact, back then not a lot of people had high-speed internet to begin with, but our cable company just happened to carry it. So we decided to start playing on our PCs at home, and the one guy in our group, he actually had conference calling on his phone, so he would call us all. There was 5 of us. He'd call us all on a conference call, and we have the headphones on, sitting there at our desktop PC, talking smack to each other, you know, just having a blast at the death matches. And we did that for over a year. Religiously. It started out we played like 4 or 5 times a week, and we were all married, so you know our wives got mad at us. But I was hooked on it. I mean, we just get in the arenas and just first-person shooter, jumping around, shooting each other, deathmatch, capture the flag, you name it. We did it on that game, and it was so much fun. And you know, we did that for about 2 years. It dwindled down to about 1 night a week, though, after a while, because you know our wives would yell at us and stuff. And then in '99, Quake 3 came out, which was the best of Quake 1 and Quake 2 put together. And the graphics back then were spectacular. And still first-person shooter in your world, in your arenas. And we always wished that, you know, we could be right there. I mean, to us, it felt like we were there. Next best thing to in the VR. So that was Quake 2. And what we're going to talk about today is Quake 3. Because I actually put Quake 3 on my Oculus. And it immerses you in there. It takes me, that's why this where nostalgia comes from. It takes me from that time when we had such good times, you know, in our houses. And someone always calls me or texts me whenever I'm doing a video. Oh well. How was I saying? It takes me back to that time when we were just all getting along. We all worked in the same restaurant, and it was a blast. So when I realized that I could get Quake 3 to work on my Oculus, I jumped on that. So today we're going to show you Quake 3 on the Oculus. And well, let's get started. So I shrunk myself down real small here. We're going to see what we can come up with here. This is an earlier gameplay that I did on the PC. I used the PC version of Quake just to show you what it looked like before. It's got a few mods in it, different skins and different people that I put in there that you can download those once you get the game. Right now we're going to set up a multiplayer game. Well, I want to show you this. When you search for multiplayer games, to this day, this is December 2022, there's still a lot of online games available that people are still setting up servers that you can join in on. For today, we're going to start our own server. I'm going to throw a few bots in there, and I'm putting them at the easiest level, just to show you kind of, if you've never seen the game before, this is just to kind of give you a quick idea. I'm going to beat the first level and just show you how quick this game is. And this is how we used to play it back in 1999. So, in fact, I remember whenever it was December 31st into the year 2000, everybody's worried about the computer glitch. We were actually playing this game at the time. And guess what? Nothing happened. So, yeah, we are adding bots right now. I set them at the simplest skill level. And once again, this is how we used to play on the desktop. This is a desktop version. I know the video is a little blown up a little too much, but you'll still get the idea of it. They drop you in an arena. You go around, collect weapons and ammunition. That's some armor packs, some health. and you basically just blow the hell out of each other. There goes Homer Simpson. That's one of those mods I was telling you about. There's so many. That's another thing. And modders back then were so creative. You could get almost any character you wanted. I mean, anywhere from Superman to E.T. to Star Wars characters. You name it, you could get it. And this is basically what we did. We just ran around, blew the hell out of each other. First, on this one, I think it's set at 20 points. First one at 20 points wins. Of course, that was me. And I'm just Army Grunt in this one. I don't think I used a special skin, because since I put it on the Oculus Quest, this has been kind of outdated. But we spent hours playing this, different maps, big maps, small maps, you name it. They even did one of the Simpsons house. You could actually go inside the Simpsons house and have death matches. It was really cool. And that's a rocket launcher I'm using there. That's a railgun that got Homer. And all different kind of weapons you can pick up throughout this is a smaller map. I see I'm up to 5 already. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to the end. I still find it so amazing that this game is 23 years old, and after all this time it made a comeback, not just on the Oculus, because that's actually a hack. It wasn't officially released on the Oculus, but Steam releases this now, and so many people are still playing it. It just amazes me. It's like the oldest game that I ever liked, not counting Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and things like that. But people are still buying it, people are still playing it. This game has stood the test of time. And before, we used to play Doom. Before the Quake series came out, Doom was the game to have. And then Half-Life too. But Half-Life petered out. Doom has been remade a few more times. It's still a good game. But once Quake took over with this Quake engine that they're using from ID Software, it's just so quick and so lively that I don't think anything has ever beaten this. And most things today are based on this same engine that's fueling this, the way we move around. You see, I haven't quite reached 20 points yet, though. I just want to interject that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we see we're kind of coming to the end. I got 17 kills, make that 18 kills, and I'm going for 20. And you can just see how intense and running around this is. So imagine playing this in VR, whenever you have to actually move your body, twisting around. Because right now, all I'm doing is with a mouse and a keyboard to do all this work. But if you switch this to VR and you're thrown into there, imagine how different it's going to be. And I'm going to try to show you that here in the next section. There it goes. Up there it is. Game over. I win. Unnamed player. That's me. And I used to be so good at this game, and I'm a little rusty, but I seem to still be holding my own in it. So next up, we're going to see what it's like for the Oculus version, which I have some gameplay that I recorded on that too, and that's coming up right next, so just stay where you're at. Now, if you made it this far through the video, thanks for hanging around. Do me a favor, give me a like down there. It really helps my channel. Next up, I'm going to show you the gameplay on the Oculus, which I finally learned how to share that on my computer. You're going to hear me talking in the background, so you won't have to see me down here in the corner. But what made me want to do it is I couldn't play Fallout 4, and I missed it. And I started playing Quake again, and I just like the game. And I'm sure there's people out there my age that used to play this too. I've talked to a lot of guys my age that remember the game, and I talked to a guy on the phone the other day who I've known for years, and he actually got it for his Oculus too, and we played a little bit last night. And it was just like going back in time to the good old days whenever we used to play, you know, back in '99. You know, sure, that's what I'm saying. This is Gen X point of view. This isn't the kids' point of view where those 20-something-year-olds get on here and talk even faster than me where you can't understand what they're saying. I'm just trying to share with you something really cool. If you want to put this on your Oculus, there's plenty of tutorial videos on YouTube to teach you how. It's really easy. I mean, well, I've got a computer background, but even if I didn't, this would have been very easy. All you need to do is get the program SideQuest for your Oculus Quest or Quest 2. And you could start from there. And then I'll let you go find a video on YouTube of someone else who can explain it better than me. There's a girl, she's got an English accent, and she did a very good video of how to do it. I actually watched hers. So check it out, you know, if this is something you might want to do. But come on up, here's some gameplay from the Oculus Quest on Quake 3. And when it's over, then I'll do my outro and tell you what other kind of ideas I have. So first you're going to do is there's an open-end program, a launcher. We're going to launch that launcher, and that's where I'm starting at.
Okay, so here is the front end that we use for Quake 3 on the Oculus. As you can see, they got us in a big room here. One of the levels on Quake 3. It starts right here. You see I've already picked my username there. This is the only place you can change your username. For some reason, you can't do it in the game. I don't know why. So you put your name in up there. In this case, I am Chef Death. And click the launch button. And there's that famous Quake 3 logo. We are going to go. I'm going to set up a multiplayer game with a bunch of bots in it so you can see what we use. As you can see, multiplayer on VR, there are still active servers. People are still playing this after 23 years. I mean, how cool is that? So we're going to create one now. And actually, if we do this, anybody can jump in with it if they pick it up. But we're just going to pick the demo level, the first one. That way, everybody, if you just get the demo level, you can do this too. And we're going to click next. I'm going to put some bots in these slots here. This is where you pick your bots. If you leave it open and all these are open, this slots, people can actually join in to fight you. But today, just to show off some of these are all the different characters. I've added these other ones that don't belong here. And you just go through and pick a few. Let's just get a few goofy ones there. There's a Homer Simpson. We'll add a Homer Simpson. So I'll be fighting Homer Simpson. And yes, I turned it down to the easiest level to get through this quickly. Pick a couple more here. Who else would be funny? This one here, she's practically naked, so we're not going to use her because YouTube might give me shit about it. So let's do Krakow. If you're a longtime fan of Quake 2, you know who Krakow is. Let's add one more. Some of these don't look very good. Let's see, we already did Homer Simpson. There's a couple Homer Simpsons in there. I guess that's for Capture the Flag. And I thought this guy was Marvin the Martian, but it's actually Stan from South Park. Some anime people in there. I'm not into anime. Having a hard time picking. Tasmanian Devil. There we go. We'll throw Taz in there. Okay, do that. And I got 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got three bots isn't up. It's a smaller map. Let's go to work. Click on fight, and now it's going to load. There we are. There we go. Apparently she got some skills. Oh, damn. Oh, man, I stepped today. Like I said, this is a really fast game. Oh, they took the rocket launcher. This is a really fast game. It keeps you moving around. Definitely makes it work. There, I got 2 of them. Now look, after you get killed, you can actually take a step back and see the whole map. Look at it, I'm looking down on it. I'm out right now. Get back in here. Alright, where are we at? You need a lot of room to play this game. I'm spinning around, I'm not actually running.
Are you around? Are you around?
Oh, they got him. That's what I get for standing out in the open, I suppose. See the red armor's up here. Oh, it's not back. I'm gonna wait here for the red armor to come back. There it is. Now we need a gun.
You are tied for the lead.
And cutting it.
You have taken the lead. Excellent.
That's how you do it right there. Whoops. Get out of here. It's crazy how big Homer Simpson is when he's supposed to be. There's Taz. He's dead. Hello there. I don't like the rocket launcher. I'd rather use this guy. Like I said, you got to be quick on that.
Are you little?
Ooh, I'm running out of health. Oh, the health's gone. I need help. Bring the health back. Seems like Homer. There's the health. Boom. Shotgun to the face. Yeah, you're dead. Have a nice day. This girl here is hard.
Excellent.
Homer's easy. Seems like Homer doesn't want to shoot it. Probably because I am actually another version of Homer Simpson in this. Get Homer. Oh.
Hand organ.
One frag left.
Bye-bye, Homer. One left. I win. Where'd you go? I win. I am the winner. First place with 20.
So that's pretty much the gameplay on virtual. I can't talk today for some reason. I'm not even gonna edit it out. If you see my videos, you know I trip over my words. So that's my video on Oculus Quest Quake Arena, Quake 3 Arena. It's a lot of fun, and like I said, the first time I booted this up on the Oculus and was in that room brought back so many memories, but it was much more awesome because I'm actually there. And the people I'm fighting, the monsters and stuff, are just as big as me, and they're standing right in front of me. It's insane, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep playing it, and if it's something you might like, give it a try, because it's, for the most part, it's free. If you watch those videos, you see how to install it into your Oculus. So I hope you have some fun with it. I hope it brought back some memories. Like I said, from a Gen X point of view, this is probably a great game. I know it's old. It's 23 years old, and the younger people are like, oh, he's 23 years old. You know what? Try it. See if you can keep up, because we used to be really good at this back in the day, and you got to have lightning reflexes for this. As you can see how fast everything was moving around. So give it a try. Leave in the comments what you think. Give me a like and subscribe. Whatever you want to do. I just wanted to give you something new today to watch, and something that I'm passionate about. I don't play a lot of video games, but this was my favorite for the longest time. So enjoy, give it a try, even if you just get the PC version. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you next time.
It's just Bruce, he don't bite. Hello.